Hi everybody, my name is Barry Schwartz and this is the Search Buzz video recap. Today is Friday, April 8th, and this is the search news we covered over at the Search Engine Roundtable at seroundtable.com. First up, potentially Google was testing some major algorithm change for a couple people. A bunch of people saw it. It might have been one of these like small, limited 1%, 2%, 5% tests where Google was testing something. It may have been Penguin. Probably not. It was probably some other type of test, but it seemed to have died down. The discussion around this update was pretty strong for about 12 hours, and then it just died out where people said everything went back to normal. We are expecting a Penguin update soon. It was supposed to happen months and months and months and months ago, and we're still waiting for that to happen. If you were on vacation for the past month or so, and you want to catch up on what happened with Google and SEO and webmaster related stuff, I have a huge recap. The April 2016 Google Webmaster Report. We discussed several signs of updates. Google killed off the Google Toolbar PageRank scores. The quality rater guidelines has been updated. The local SEO rankings document from Google also has been drastically updated, and a Google mobile friendly ranking boost is going to be pumped up a bit in next month in May. So keep that in mind. Those things are coming. Like I said, Google expanded their local rankings SEO document in the help section. It used to be just a few paragraphs. Now it's much more detailed. It goes through several different things in terms of how to rank better in the Google local results. Specifically, one thing that was pulled out was prominence is also based on information that Google has about your business across the web, links, articles, and directories, and so forth. So these are things that Google's documenting. I have the before and after documents if you want to take a look at that, but this is really Google expanding tremendously on the local ranking help documentation. Google updated their quality rater guidelines. So the quality raters that go out there, there used to be a 160-page document on how they should do their job and look for quality search results. Now it's 146 pages. That being said, it was updated on March 28th. Jennifer Slegg has a great post summarizing the before and after, so she actually went through it in crazy detail over last weekend, so take a look at that. And it's a really good document in terms of understanding what Google's looking for in terms of quality websites and so forth. So definitely take a look at that if you're interested in understanding that from Google's perspective. Former Googler Murat, basically, I did an interview with him this past week. You can look at the whole interview on YouTube or just check out the video here. So I asked him a bunch of questions. I pulled out some segments of it. And I asked him, why do some Google manual actions look like they're automated? Like when Google does mass penalization through a manual action of paid link schemes or being part of a paid link network. Why does that look automated? And I went through it a bunch of times and saying, what is the automated factor of it and so forth. And he basically said, yeah, we will write code to kind of like help us find all the sites participating in certain types of link schemes or whatever. Verify that with managers, test to make sure it's legit, and then send out the manual actions. So there is some type of automated level to that. Plus, the manual actions, they try to come up with patterns. So as they find these people spamming Google and they manually apply penalties, they'll say, is there a way to write an algorithm, kind of like a Penguin or whatever, to kind of find this with an algorithm as opposed to manually handling that. So that's their part. You can definitely take a look at that video. It's pretty interesting, so forth. He also told us that Googlers like Gary and John Mueller and Zeneb and the old ones like Pierre and himself all went through PR training before dealing with webmaster outreach. And that's not surprising. They went through initial PR training and what not to say and so forth. They got more freedom over time. They go through, I think, periodic PR training updates and so forth. So that's not something that you should be surprised by, but actually Google confirmed it, or a former Googler confirmed it. This is interesting. So if you own a website and you're in the mobile search result and the website is not mobile friendly, Google will show you as the website owner, only you, that the website is not mobile friendly. It will say your page is not mobile friendly. Here's an example of Jennifer Slegg seeing your page is not mobile friendly for an old site she has in the search results. I don't see that. I just see this. It doesn't have the mobile friendly tag, but it doesn't say your page is not mobile friendly. So that's interesting. Because again, Google's pushing that May update soon, so we'll see what happens. Google's sending Google Search Console notifications to users or webmasters who deploy the Google PageSpeed module. And if that PageSpeed module is not up to date, Google's going to say, hey, your PageSpeed module is not up to date. You got to make sure to update it. Glenn and Gabe posted a screenshot of what the notification looks like. Again, that's if you're using the Google PageSpeed module on your own website to speed up your website. John Mueller, as he promised, went ahead and wrote a pretty detailed document describing how Google handles 301, 302, 307, and other types of redirects like JavaScript redirects and so forth. There was a big debate, as we discussed in the previous weeks, around 302 redirects, do they pass full weight and so forth. And the truth is, as John explained in his document, they're indexing all the signals on the 302 on the first page, on the page A, that points to page B. They're indexing on the page A, but still it's ranking because it has all the weights, the signals, but it's actually going to redirect to the page B. And the 301 is the opposite, and again, all the signals pass along. So there's a lot of debate around that. You should take a look at the document in terms of how Google handles all those redirects, including my favorite, the 307 redirect, which is kind of like a fake redirect. Google's John Mueller said switching your site over to HTTP 2, well, switching your sites, so upgrading your server to handle HTTP 2 does not have a direct SEO impact. It does make your site faster, which is always useful, but it doesn't have a direct impact on your SEO or your ranking in Google. Rank Ranger came out with a report yesterday saying that the featured snippets, the featured snippet blocks, are actually now in more locations. I didn't know this. I thought they were global. But I guess they're only in the U.S. Gary Ilias said a month ago that he may have heard that it's in the U.S. and 10 additional regions. But now Rank Ranger is saying it expanded. It was never in these European regions: France, Belgium, Sweden, Denmark, Norway, Germany, and the Netherlands. I asked Google for a comment on this. I haven't heard back. It's been almost 24 hours. I hope to hear back to officially confirm that Google is expanding the feature snippets into more regions. Google has changed the way it requires reviewers, Google Maps or Google Local Reviews, to be submitted. You no longer need a Google Plus account to go ahead and submit a review. You could actually just log into your Google account and submit a review that way. So Google Plus is no longer required to submit a Google review on a local listing, which could be bad or good, depending on if you run your business well or you run your business poorly. Because either you want reviews because your customers love you, or you don't. The Google review snippets are now showing up in the local pack. So they have, I think, Pete Myers found them. I don't see them myself, but these are kind of like these little snippets, and it just randomly pulls. There's a lot rhyme or reason, at least from what I can see, of why Google will pull this snippet over another snippet. It's not taking a snippet from it's not taking a review from a expert reviewer. It's taking a review from any random Joe Schmo. And again, I don't see this myself, but these mini review snippets are showing up in the local pack for some people. Google movie listings are now showing up more often, and those links either take you to Fandango or to another Google partner. I don't think Google makes any money off that deal, but when you click on it, this specific one will go to Fandango, either their app or the website, on desktop or mobile. Google AdWords is testing a very big green call button in their listings. So here's an example. You click the icon, the green icon, it will do a phone call, or you click on the call button, it will do a phone call. Google AdWords is also, looks like it's not testing, I see it myself, a new format for the local results. So, and these local results look crazy like organic results. They look like the organic Google Map results, but it says this ads nearby. So these are really ads, and when you click on that costs money, but they really look like the organic listings. They look exactly like the organic listings, in my opinion. Slightly different, almost exactly like it. And finally, Google pushed out an update for the Google My Business app for iOS. I downloaded it. It freezes out. It bugs out. Now Google removed it from the App Store because there's a serious bug on it, and it won't open up. But basically, when Google comes back out with it, hopefully in a couple days, you'll be able to manage your special hours, like event hours or holiday hours, directly in the app. You'll be able to close or reopen businesses and a bunch of other little features in the Google My Business iOS app. In any event, thanks so much for listening to the Search Buzz video recap. My name again is Barry Schwartz, and this is the search news we covered over at the Search Engine Roundtable at seroundtable.com over the past week. Everyone have a great weekend. I'll see you guys next. Bye.